As a company proudly rooted in its South African heritage, Sasol embraces transformation. Broad-based Black economic empowerment is a key enabler for economic transformation and inclusive growth, which is important for South Africa's long-term sustainability. At Sasol, transformation is a strategic, business, and social responsibility. It was within this context that Sasol Inzalo was created in 2008 with the objective of providing many South Africans with the opportunity to own a portion of Sasol. Various members of the South African Black public participated through 54 different Sasol Inzalo groups. These selected groups include Sasol customers, suppliers, franchisees, and other broad-based groups. Shareholders in Sasol Inzalo groups paid either 5 or 10% of the initial share purchase price, and various forms of funding were used to fund the Sasol Inzalo transaction. As with any other loan, interest has been added to the outstanding amount until the funding is settled. Each group's investment varied, so shareholding varied from 13,000 shares up to 2.2 million shares. Sasol Inzalo's success is linked to the Sasol share price, which was 366 Rand per share at the time of Sasol Inzalo's launch. The objective of Sasol Inzalo was to settle the funding through the value gained from the growth in the share price and then to distribute the remaining value to its participants. However, the Sasol share price has been impacted by both high and low crude oil and commodity prices. As of today, the growth in the share price has not been enough to settle the outstanding funding. As a result, no net value has been created for Sasol Inzalo Group's participants. The final outcome of Sasol Inzalo will only be determined when it ends in June 2018. With Sasol's transformation in mind, Sasol intends, subject to shareholder approval in November 2017, to implement its new BBBEE ownership structure called Sasol Khanyisa for an empowerment period of 10 years. It has been structured to enable long-term, sustainable Black ownership in Sasol. Sasol Khanyisa is ultimately intended to achieve an effective direct and indirect BBBEE ownership of at least 25% in Sasol South Africa, which is currently a significant wholly owned subsidiary of Sasol. The eligible participants will comprise of Black permanent employees, existing Sasol Inzalo public and groups shareholders, and existing Black Sasol shareholders that trade on the empowerment segment of the JSE. Sasol has considered many of the larger BBBEE transactions in South Africa and have designed Sasol Khanyisa to incorporate what it considers to be the most appropriate and best of these features. For Sasol Inzalo Group's shareholders, some of the fundamental differences of the new Sasol Khanyisa ownership model are: most of the dividend streams from Sasol South Africa will be used to repay the funding cost, and its success is therefore not dependent on share price fluctuations. The Sasol Khanyisa investment will be into Sasol South Africa shares. This is a significant company in Sasol, with its current equity valued at 73 billion Rand. The value of these shares will only be determined when Sasol Khanyisa ends. Qualifying Sasol Inzalo Group's shareholders will be invited to participate in Sasol Khanyisa and will receive one Sasol Khanyisa public share for every Sasol Inzalo share held at no cost. In addition, they will receive one Sasol BEE ordinary SALB1 share, tradable once issued on the empowerment segment of the JSE, for every 10 Sasol Khanyisa public shares owned. The Sasol South Africa shares, which Sasol Khanyisa public will indirectly hold, will be funded by Sasol. This funding will be paid off using dividends declared by Sasol South Africa over the 10-year period. Therefore, the majority of dividends declared will not be paid directly to participants. To accelerate transformation in Sasol, the ownership model has been designed so that once the funding is settled, Sasol South Africa shares can be exchanged for Sasol BEE ordinary shares listed on the empowerment segment of the JSE at the end of the 10-year period. This will deliver long-term value and sustainable ownership of Sasol by Black South Africans. Sasol is committed to ongoing engagement and communication with all participants after implementation and look forward to continuing this transformation journey with you. For more information on Sasol Khanyisa, please visit the Sasol Khanyisa page on sasol.com. And for more information on Sasol Inzalo, please access the Sasol Inzalo Group's Investor Center at www.sasol.com.